Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Yasir Gulfraz and I'm your tutor for today's session, which is assignment. We will discuss UK taxation for individuals uh, uh, and UK taxation for businesses and individuals, advanced and let's get started. My name is Yasir Gulfraz, MBA, LLM. And who was previously with me, apart from Martin? Anyone else attended my classes previously? No one else, okay. So Han, HN Han, how are you? Okay, iPhone, who's here? If you can tell me your name.
Adil.
No, it's a yo Adil, okay. You
Yes.
just in your, okay, that's fine, no problem, okay. So all of you guys practicing accounting or just doing your own, you're doing jobs or just doing your own practice as well? Adil, you're doing practice or just working?
I'm working.
Okay, you're working. Gabrab?
Same, I'm working.
Oh, you're working as well. So you are basically trying to get license for practice or just...
Yeah, license for
Yes.
practice.
That's
Yeah.
good luck. Good luck, Gabrab.
Thank you.
Okay.
Who's all BC?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
How are you? You okay?
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So this is your first class with me, and basically it's a last one for discussion, but with me, first time I think so you're attending your class. Okay. Lawrence.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Lawrence. How are you? You okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
I would like to see you after the class, please. I will call you.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Thank you then. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Anybody, if wanna discussing anything after class, you can just message me. No problem at all. Okay.
Yeah. But the contact number, is it there?
You can talk to me here when I will.
Okay. Yeah.
Class.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay. So, firstly, we will quick review our previous lectures and then move to assignment discussion. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, my previously discussion, because some of you guys attended Anjum Sattar classes. So some of you might attended my classes. So how are you, Martin? Are you okay? Martin is gone somewhere again.
Sorry, I'm just on mute.
Okay,
yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
That's fine, because you know that this is this class is basically you are the only one who attended my classes previously. I know.
Yes, I think the link was shared on the.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Everybody
that's
can.
why,
And I'm just
yeah.
introduce
So-
myself and just talking about others. So
Okay,
anyway, good luck everyone who's trying to get IFA license.
thank you.
In our first lecture, we explored how income generated through overseas activities in subject to income tax liabilities. We discussed the complexities involved in determining the tax obligations for income earned abroad, considering factors such as double taxations agreements and the resident status of the organizations. The lecture further covered the implication of chargeable gains and capital gain taxes when dealing with overseas assets. Chargeable gains arise when an asset is sold for more than its purchase price, and understanding the tax liabilities associated with these gains is essential for effective financial planning. Lastly, we discussed the application of inheritance tax in relation to overseas activities, the principles of valuations, including how assets are assessed for tax purposes, were discussed in detail. So that was our first lecture. Then in our second lecture, our main topic was corporation tax and VAT. So I hope every one of you know about VAT and corporation tax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we focused on corporation tax and how it applies to overseas organizational activities. We discussed how profit earned abroad are taxed, the impact of tax treaties, and the importance of transfer pricing rules to ensure that profit are accurately reported and taxed in the appropriate jurisdictions. You know that VAT is a very critical revenue source for the government, and its application varies depending on the nature of the goods and services provided. We discussed the standard rate of VAT as well as reduced and zero rates, and how organizations needs to manage VAT on both domestic and international sales. So we analyzed various case studies where organization had to navigate corporate tax landscape considering both domestic and international laws. Then in our third lecture, we discussed the statutory obligations imposed on organizations and the serious implication of non-compliance. These complete obligations include timely tax filing, accurate reporting of income and gains, and adherence to local and international tax laws. We examine taxation factors that may be relevant to individual stakeholders. These factors can include ethical considerations, the impact on the organization's reputation, and the broader social and economic implications of certain tax strategies. In our lecture 4, that was our final session as well. We explored the types of investment and expenditures that can result in a reduction of tax liabilities. We discussed how certain type of investments, such as those in research and development or in environmentally sustainable projects, can qualify for tax reliefs and incentives. We then reviewed various legitimate tax planning measures that organizations can employ to optimize their tax positions. This includes strategies such as deferring income to a later tax years, utilizing tax efficient investment vehicles, and taking advantage of available reliefs and exemptions. We also evaluated the strategies available for mitigating tax liabilities for individuals and businesses. So everyone is okay? Can you guys see my screen, hear my voice? No issue yet?
Not sure yet.
Yeah. No.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So now
Yeah.
we'll discussing how to complete 3 tasks of your assignment. So this is your assignment. I hope everybody got this assignment.
Yes.
Okay. So in our task 1, you are employed as a specialist taxation accountant for a national accounting firm to improve client relations. The firm have decided to offer a range of workshops for both new and existing businesses or business organization to enable them to gain an in-depth understanding of their business taxation requirement. So you have been asked to join the team that is to develop and run these workshops. So every one of you is, based on UK. I mean that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So the following information should be used when completing this unit. When completing your assignment, you should use the tax rules and tax tables for the previous year. These will be provided by your tutor. I hope all of you got, tax tables seen by your tutor, or you might be can see on your learning management system. Okay. So UK centers, if completing your assignment in 2020, you should use the tax rules and tax table for 2019. Okay, guys? So
Okay.
your tutor will provide you with the required tax rules and tax tables. From January 2021, you will be required to use the tax rules and tax tables for 2020. These will be updated and provided by your tutor. Non-UK centers, if you are based in non-UK center or wish to use international local tax information, this will be provided by your tutor and can be used throughout this assignment. So no one is from outside UK?
No,
Okay.
No.
I don't know. We can't see.
Okay. So I hope you got all information from your tutor, who delivered sessions for you. But anyway, we will discuss here today as well. Task 1. You are to prepare a booklet for distribution to all new clients entitled the UK taxation system, and for any calculations, you should show your working and or explain how you have prepared final figures. Your booklet must analyze income and income tax liabilities relating to overseas aspect of organizational activities, explain the application of additional exemptions and reliefs, analyze chargeable gains and capital gain tax liabilities involving overseas aspects of organizational activities, uh, examine the application of inheritance tax relating to the principle of valuation and the reliefs available, transfer of property to and from trusts overseas, aspect of organizational activities and further aspects of administration, assess the application of corporation taxation liabilities relating to overseas aspect of organizational activities, evaluate the use of value-added tax in the UK taxation system. So you can see your learning outcome 1.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So basically in your task 1, you have been given the responsibility of creating a booklet titled the UK taxation system and you, okay?
Yeah.
Here. For new clients, sorry. Okay. So for new clients of a national accounting firm, this is a critical task that will help you demonstrate your understanding of the UK taxation system, especially focusing on its complexities when dealing with overseas aspect of organizational activities. So he's asking that analyze income and income tax liabilities related to overseas activities. Okay. So the first section of your booklet should focus on analyzing income and the associated income tax liabilities when a company or individuals has overseas activities. So you have to cover quickly explain you that types of income, discuss the different type of income that might arise from overseas activities such as dividends, interests, and employment income. Okay.
Okay.
Then tax residency, explain how tax residency affect the taxation of overseas income, highlight the concept of domicile and non-domicile status. So you can visit your learning outcome one, you can see there, residency status and days and concept of domicile and non-domicile status. Double taxation relief introduce the concept of double taxation and explain how the UK double taxation treaties can help mitigate the impact of being taxed twice on the same income, provide a clear example where a UK-based businesses earns income in foreign currency and how that income is taxed both in the UK and abroad. So show calculations using the appropriate tax rules and tables provided by your learning management system, or you can see provided by your tutor. You can see in your learning management system. Then task 2, explain the application of additional exemptions and relief. So you should cover the various exemptions and reliefs available in the UK taxation system. Personal allowance, discuss the personal allowance and how it reduce taxable income. Then marriage allowance and other reliefs, explain the marriage allowance and other relevant reliefs such as those for charitable donations and uh, EIS, enterprise investment schemes. Then capital allowances. Anybody about capital and allowances? Anyone? Anyone can tell me about capital allowances? Anyway, briefly touch on capital allowances and how they apply to businesses, especially those with overseas assets. Provide practical examples showing how these exemptions and reliefs reduce tax liabilities. Use scenarios where businesses or individuals utilize these reliefs in relation to their overseas income. Okay. Next is analyze chargeable gains and capital gain tax liabilities with overseas aspects. So capital gain tax is another, critical area to explore, particularly when it involves assets located overseas. Uh, you have to cover chargeable gains, define chargeable gains and types of assets subject to capital gain taxes, including those and overseas. Okay. So you can visit your, again, learning outcome one. Here I will, because I'm talking about assignments, but and its structure. So you can visit your learning outcome one for, in-depth knowledge. So already I know that you guys already have attended your sessions and you know about chargeable and gains. So you need to define chargeable gains and the type of asset subject to chargeable gain taxes. So including those held overseas. Then chargeable gain taxes for non-residents, explore how the tax is calculated when selling assets abroad. Then reliefs and exemptions, cover the relief and exemptions, uh, any relief and exemption that might apply, such as the annual exempt amount or reliefs available for business assets. include a detailed example calculating CGT on the sale of an overseas property by UK tax residents. Discuss the interaction between UK capital gain taxes and any overseas capital gain tax, emphasizing double taxation relief. Then inheritance tax, we will talk about inheritance tax, examining inheritance tax related to overseas activities. Inheritance tax is another area where overseas aspect can complicate matters, especially concerning valuation, trusts, and the transfer of property. Uh, Principle of valuations, you just quickly explain how to value assets for inheritance tax purposes, particularly when those assets are located overseas. Trusts and IHT, inheritance tax, discuss how the transfer of assets to and from trust is treated for inheritance tax purposes. Overseas property, analyze how overseas property is taxed under the UK's inheritance tax rules and what relief might be available. Use case studies for hypothetical scenario to illustrate how inheritance tax liabilities are calculated for overseas properties. Cover the impact of IHT or international estate, including the concept of domicile. Next is corporation tax, assessing corporation tax liabilities with the overseas aspects. Corporation tax is a significant area for businesses with international operations. Your booklet should assess how these liabilities are calculated when overseas aspects are involved. You just can explain how UK corporation are taxed on their worldwide income, including any overseas profits. Then CFC, uh, it's a controlled foreign companies introduce CFC rules and how they prevent UK companies from diverting profit to low tax jurisdictions. Reliefs and deductions, discuss any relief available to reduce corporation tax liabilities, such as group relief or foreign tax credits. You can provide example of how a UK company might calculate its corporation tax liability on profit earned in another country. Highlight the role of transfer pricing and how it affects multinational corporation. Finally, last point of our task one is VAT, value added tax. Anybody knows about can tell me about value added tax? Anyone can explain? Anyone can quickly tell me? Value added tax. So your booklet should evaluate how VAT is used within the UK taxation system, especially concerning businesses with international transactions. You can discuss how VAT is applied to goods and services that cross international borders. VAT registrations, explain when a business must register for VAT and how VAT is reported and paid. Uh, Reverse charge mechanism, cover the reverse charge mechanism for services and how it applies to cross-border transactions. Use diagram to illustrate how VAT is charged and reclaimed in cross-border transactions. Provide example of VAT calculations for both imports and imports. So this was our first task, and you can look at your learning outcome one, your session one. So to achieve a merit, your booklet must evaluate income and income tax liability in relation to trusts. So discuss the different type of trusts, discretionary trust, life interest trusts, and how they are taxed. Provide example of income distributions from trusts and how they are taxed in a hand of beneficiaries. Uh, to get distinction, to achieve a distinction, your booklet must assess the use of stamp taxes in the UK taxation system, explain what stamp duty is, including stamp duty, land taxes, and stamp duty reserve taxes or SDRT. Discuss when these taxes are applicable and provide example of their calculation in real estate transactions and share purchases. Okay, guys, any questions so far? Okay, so task 2, you are going to lead a business breakfast workshop on the topic of taxation. Prepare a presentation with the accompanying speaker's notes that apply taxes to given situations. Analyze tax advantages and disadvantages of different courses of actions. Assess the statutory obligations imposed in a given situations, including the implications of non-compliance. Communicate advice and information in an appropriate format for all relevant stakeholders. Note assumptions made and limitations to the information provided to stakeholders. Assess non-taxation factors applicable to individual stakeholders. So for all the practical examples, you are free to use data of your own choice. For any calculations, you should show your knowledge and or explain how you have prepared final figures. So you can look at for task 2, you can see your learning or outcome 2.13, 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3. So your task 2 is basically to create a presentation with the accompanying speaker notes that cover key aspects of, applying taxes, analyzing tax advantages and disadvantages, assessing statutory obligations, and communicating advice to stakeholders. There are 6 key points. First point, applying taxes to given situations. If in your presentation, you'll need to demonstrate how taxes are applied to different scenarios. This section should be practical, showing how tax rules are used in real life situations. Uh, Scenario-based applications, create scenario involving income tax, corporation tax, VAT, or other relevant taxes. For example, consider a scenario where a business must decide between reinvesting profit or distributing them as dividends. Then calculations provide detailed calculations showing how tax liabilities are determined in each scenario. For example, calculate the tax due on dividend versus the tax impact of reinvestment. uh, Workshop show your working step by step to help your audience understand how you arrived at the final tax amount. Choose scenarios that are relevant to your audience, such as small businesses, owners, or individual taxpayers. Also ensure your calculations are clear and easy to follow, possibly using tables to or charts for clarity. In second point, analyzing tax advantages and disadvantages of different courses of actions. This section requires you to analyze the tax implication of different decisions that a businesses or individuals might make. Comparative analysis, compare different courses of action, such as leasing versus buying an assets or taking a salary versus dividends, discuss the tax implication of each choice. Then tax advantages, highlight the tax benefit associated with each option, such as tax reliefs, deductions, or lower tax rates. Tax disadvantages, discuss the potential downsides, such as higher tax liabilities or loss or reliefs. Use real world examples to illustrate your points. For example, compare the tax impact of purchasing a company car versus leasing one. Consider both short-term and long-term tax applications in your analysis. Everyone can see my screen and can hear my voice? Any issues so far, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So next is assessing statutory obligations and implication of non-compliance. Here you will assess the statutory obligations that businesses and individuals must comply with and consequences of failing to meet these obligations or failing to meet these obligations. Statutory obligations, explain the key statutory obligations such as uh, uh, filling deadlines for tax returns, uh, payment of taxes, and maintaining proper records. Then discuss the penalties and fines that can result from non-compliance, including late filing penalties, uh, interests on overdue taxes, and potential legal consequences. Use case studies to show what can happen if these obligations are not met. For example, discuss a case where a business faced significant penalties for failing to file VAT returns on time. Emphasize the importance of timely compliance to avoid penalties, provide clear examples of how non-compliance can negatively impact on businesses or individuals. Uh, Communicate advice and information in appropriate format for all relevant stakeholders. So, point four, communicating advice and information to stakeholders. Effective communication is key to ensure that stakeholders understand the tax implications of their decisions. The scenario focuses on how to present tax advice in a clear and accessible way. Stakeholder analysis, identify the to complete this task, identify the different stakeholders involved, such as business owners, employees, investors, or government agencies. Tailor your communication to their needs. Discuss the best formats for communicating tax advice, such as report, presentations, meeting. Explain how to present complex taxes information in a way that is easy to understand. Clearly state any assumptions you have made in your advice, as well as limitations of the information provided. This might include assumptions about future tax rates or may market conditions. Use simple language and avoid jargons when communicating with non-experts. Provide visual aids such as graphs, charts to make complex information more digestible. Then in your point, next point, taxes are not the only factors to consider when making decisions. The sections look at the non-taxes factors. They might influence a stakeholders' choices. Discuss factors such as risk, cash flow, long-term businesses, strategy, or personal financial goals that might affect decision-making. Factor explain how to balance tax advantages, with other considerations. For example, while a certain decisions might reduce taxes, it might also increase risk or reduce liquidity. Scenario analysis provide examples where non-tax factors might outweigh tax considerations. For example, a business might choose to invest in a project with lower tax benefits but higher potential for growth. Emphasize the importance of looking at the bigger picture, not just the tax implications. Use case studies to illustrate how non-tax factors can influence decisions. So again, learning outcome 2 and learning outcome 4, you can consult. To achieve a merit, your presentations must assess how taxations affect financial decisions made by individuals and businesses. Uh, you can cover impact on investment decisions, discuss how tax consideration influence decisions about where and how to invest, such as in real estate, stocks, or business expansions. Impact on financial planning, explain how taxes affect financial planning, including retirement planning, estate planning, and cash flow management. Case studies provide example of how tax consideration have influenced major financial decisions such as merger and acquisitions or business restrictions. Uh, Use examples for recent financial decisions made by well-known businesses or individuals. Provide detailed calculation to show the impact of taxes or on these decisions. To get distinctions, evaluating alternative ways of achieve outcomes. To achieve a distinction, you need to evaluate how different approaches to achieving businesses or personal goals can lead to different tax outcomes. Alternative strategies discuss alternative ways to achieve specific goals, such as different methods of financing a business's structuring company or managing personal wealth. Tax consequences, evaluate the tax implications of each alternative, comparing them in terms of tax efficiency, compliance requirements, and long-term impacts. Decision-making framework provide a framework for making decisions that take both tax and non-tax factors into account, ensuring that the choose approach align with the overall goals. Use detailed scenario to illustrate the difference in tax outcomes between various strategies. Discuss the long-term implications of each alternative, including potential risk and benefits. So that's it, guys. This was a talks 2. Any questions so far? Any concerns, issues?
Yes. Yes, Sir, I do have a question. This one is asking for presentation, is it?
Who is it?
It's
Who is-
Martin, please.
Hi, Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is asking for the presentations.
Yes. I'm just a bit confused about the presentation there.
Yeah, presentation means that you are not presenting yourself. It's in writing. You can use PowerPoint and you can explain your points, okay?
But it says there speaker notes.
No,
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the speaker notes, but your speaker is your lectures.
PowerPoint.
so we don't have to speak to present.
No, you don't need to speak to present, okay? You
Oh,
just,
okay.
yeah, you just need to, you just need to, this is just a scenario. Who was it? Just your name?
It's Viorica.
Yeah, Viorica. basically it's you need to make presentations. You don't need to speak or doing anything else. You will
I
just
see.
submit your assignments in PowerPoint. Okay.
So all the assignments should be in PowerPoint.
No, if you can let's say if it's in presentation, it's in a PowerPoint. But
Okay.
if it's asking about essay or discussion or like see here, he's
Yeah,
asking you need to booklet. Booklet is just in a you can
in
use
Word.
yeah in Word. You can use in Word. You know that which type of booklets you will just explain different
Yeah.
tax liabilities, explain the application. You understand that? So you
Yeah.
can make your assignment in two parts. I think so. There is only one presentation, which is task 2 in PowerPoint, and task 1, you need to make a booklet, which will be on Word. Okay?
Okay, yes. Thank you.
No worries.
So yeah, see, it means we can submit 2 different, isn't it? Or
Yes.
okay,
Yeah, I mean that one assignment, but in you two parts. That
Okay.
one is in PowerPoint and one is, Word. Okay?
okay.
Is the first one is essay, the second one is a PowerPoint.
Yeah, you can say essay. I mean
That
that it's a book.
presentation, yeah.
Yeah, that's a second is a
I know the second one is a PowerPoint. It's easy.
yeah, it's easy, and first one is Word. Okay.
Word, yeah.
Yeah, PowerPoint mean that as she asked me, Veronica, am I right?
Slide.
In your name, sorry if I'm
Yes.
that. So that's mean presentation in your hand when you speaks front of audience. Okay, so you need to make an PowerPoint. That's it. You don't need to speak, but you will use PowerPoint to
But
make.
how many slides?
Sorry.
How many slides?
That don't worry about slides. You just need to achieve there's no words. Okay. You
Okay.
just will touch all of these
Just to cover
requirements.
all the subjects.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
that is good then.
right.
That is good.
And next one is clients have requested online material to support them with taxation planning. So you are free to choose the format of the material. Okay, you're free to choose the format of material. For example, you could prepare a written booklet or guide, a set of practical worked examples. Okay, guys, so you can use a recorded presentations that could be uploaded on YouTube or presentation slides. For any calculation, you should show your working and or explain how you have prepared final figures. You can use again PowerPoint. Okay.
Okay, instead of YouTube, yeah?
Sorry.
That presentation as well.
No, I think so that you just use slides same as above. That PowerPoint. Okay. So
Yeah.
that will be easy for you guys.
Okay.
Yes.
You
it
don't
is.
need to worry about YouTube or uploading or anything else. You just make your presentation in writing, use PowerPoint. Okay, guys?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Or don't worry about if any one of you feel difficulties to make a presentation in PowerPoint. Okay, use Word and let me know then. Okay.
For the first one, you gotta give us the feedback or no?
Sorry.
You're gonna give us the feedback or not?
Yes, you will get a feedback for all of 3 tasks together.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we need to do all the 3 at once? Or we can submit tax 1 and later submit tax 2?
No. You can upload task 1, task 2, and task 3, or you can use one presentation like when you email to university, UK Versity, you can upload task 1, task 2, and task 3 separate. Okay.
Okay.
You understand that because first one is a Word and next to PowerPoint. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I think don't that make things complicated for you. You understand, guys? Basically, the main point is you need to assessor will check your knowledge. You understand, guys?
Yeah.
So knowledge means knowledge about your accounting, whatever you studied about taxations. So just present yourself in paper. Okay, you don't bother about YouTube or anything else. Just use Word for task 1 and PowerPoint for second and third task. Okay, that's easy for you in if I explain in one line. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So your online material must evaluate types of investment and expenditures resulting in reduction in tax liabilities. So you can explain when you're writing down in PowerPoint, you can explain evaluate type of investment and expenditure resulting in a reduction in tax liabilities. Review legitimate tax planning measures, evaluate the mitigation of tax for individuals and businesses. So for this task, you can consult with your learning outcome too, okay? So this task allow you to choose the format of your material, whether it's a written guide, practical examples, and presentations. So evaluate type of investment expenditures to reduce tax liabilities. The first part of your material should focus on evaluating different types of investment and expenditures that can lead to reduced tax liabilities to individuals and businesses. Then also you can discuss investments such as pensions, ISAs, individual saving account, and venture capital trusts that offer tax relief or exemptions. Capital allowances explain how businesses can use capital allowances to reduce their tax liabilities by reducing the cost of certain capital expenditures from their taxable income. Tax relief on expenditures evaluate how expenditures on research and development, charitable donations, and energy efficient equipment can lead to tax reductions. You can use examples and calculations to show how each type of investment or expenditures impact tax liabilities. Consider using visual aids such as charts, graphs, compare the tax benefit of different options. Review legitimate tax planning measures. Discuss how income splitting between spouses or civil partners can reduce overall tax liabilities. Explain how delaying uh, or accelerating income or expenditures can lead to tax advantages, such as deferring income to lower tax year or bringing forward expenses to reduce taxable profit. Review how using all available personal allowances reliefs, again, such as marriage allowance and annual exemptions, can optimize tax efficiency. Provide a checklist or summary of key tax planning measures to ensure your audience can easily implement these strategies. Highlight the importance of staying within legal boundaries to avoid penalties. Third one is and final point is evaluating the mitigation of tax and for individuals and businesses. In this section, evaluate the strategies available to mitigate tax for both individuals and businesses, focusing on long-term planning and risk management. So evaluate how the use of trust and estate planning can mitigate inheritance tax and protect wealth for future generations. Discuss how different businesses structures, for example, sole trader, partnership, limited company, affect tax liabilities and how restructuring can lead to tax saving. Explore how businesses operating in multiple jurisdictions can use tax treaties and other international tax planning methods. Uh, so, uh, also, you can, explore how businesses operating in multiple jurisdictions can use tax treaties and other international tax planning methods to reduce global tax burdens. So use case studies to illustrate the impact of effective tax mitigation strategies. Provide detailed explanations of complex concepts such as how double taxation, agreement works in practice. Uh, Again, you can use learning outcome 3 for this task. So to achieve a merit, you must evaluate the ethical and professional issues that arise when given tax planning advice. Uh, Evaluate the responsibilities of tax advisors to provide honest, clear, and legal advice, avoiding conflict of interest and ensures client understand the risk involved. Discuss the ethical dilemma that can arise, such as the balance between legal tax avoidance and aggressive tax planning that skirts the edges of legality. Highlight the importance of adhering to professional standards and regulations such as those set by HMRC or the relevant tax authority and professional bodies like the Chartered Institute of Taxation or ACCA or ICAI, Chartered Institute of Accountants of England and Wales. Include real world examples where ethical issues in tax planning have led to legal or reputational consequences. Provide guidance on how to navigate ethical challenges in tax planning. To get distinction, your online or your material must review current issues in taxations, offering insight into how these issues affect tax planning and compliance. Uh, Review recent or upcoming changes in tax laws, such as alternations to corporation tax rates, capital gain tax rules, VAT regulations. Discuss global trends such as the implementations of digital services tax, the base erosion and profit shifting initiatives and their implications for multinational businesses. Evaluate how public opinion and political pressure influence tax policy, such as the push for greater tax transparency or the debate over wealth taxes. Uh, Use current news articles, government reports, and academic papers to support your review of current issues. Consider the future implication of these issues for tax planning and provide recommendations on how businesses and individuals can prepare. That's it. Make sure that your assignment is original and written in. Have you done previously any assignments, you guys?
No.
No.
Yes.
Oh, so you know about Harvard reference system in text citations or plagiarism, everything.
Yes.
Okay. So basically avoid copying and pasting from sources without proper attribution. When you paraphrase information from a source, make sure to restate it in your own words and provide proper citations and reference. Okay.
Okay.
In text citation, whenever you're referred to information from a book or journal, include an in-text citation within the author's last name and year of publications. And obviously, Harvard referencing at the end of your assignment, provide a full reference list of all sources cited in Harvard reference style, include the author name, year of publications, title of the book or article, place of publications, and publishers. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Any questions, concerns, issues?
Yes. When we have to be submit the assignment?
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks.
Normally it happens when your last lecture, like today, is assignment sessions. You have 2 weeks from now, but you can apply for extension. I mean, you just
Okay,
email
that-
to UK, sorry?
I think that is good. I will discuss with you later.
Okay, so you guys can get apply for extension if you think that you need more time. You just email to UK Versity, so they'll give you an extension as well. So it's up to you, 1 week or 2 week. So,
Yeah, but sorry, we have to be submit 3 tasks in the one place or different place.
I didn't get you one place or different. You can submit only one place.
Okay.
You know, whatever you've been told by your tutor. So, or you can email to UK Versity. Okay.
Okay.
Tutors are different and assessors are different.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Good luck for your
Hi,
assignments.
yeah, see, just a last one.
Who's it?
It's
Martin. Yeah.
Yeah. Just checking. Does word count relates to this, or we don't need to consider word count? Some of the assignment requires a number minimum or something.
Yeah, wherever it requires, and you can put some numbers or calculations, you can do it.
Okay, so there's no limit, upper limit, is it?
Oh, there's no limit, words upper limit normally, because I can't see any limit here. So if there is no limit, that's mean there's no limit. But it
Okay.
doesn't mean that, you know, like normally assignment limit is 3,000 to 3,500 words. Okay, but here I can't see, but it doesn't meet the 10,000, 1,200 words. Okay. So you can sum up between 3 to 4,000 words, but there is no limit. When you see that is you are satisfied about requirement and your answer, you can finish your task. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Yasi.
Sorry,
Anyone else?
if it's less than 3,000 or 4,000, this is no matter.
That's not a matter. There's no limit.
Okay.
Don't worry
Okay.
about less on.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Any
Bye.
questions? Anyone else?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck for
Thank
your
you.
license, for your practice, for your work, and for your assignment. everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Sir.
much. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
thank you very
Cheers.
much. Have a good weekend and bye
Thank
for
you.
now.
You too.
Okay,
Bye.
thank
You
you.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello? Hello?